Well, what did I say that for?
But it was a joke. I repeat, it was a joke.
Charlotte. Only the true believers in today, yeah? Nice and intimate. Go on.
Maybe go on your contacts at Chelsea or something like that.
Yeah, we're going to bring him from Chelsea. João Felix or something. I don't know, like.
It's a good start, breaking our furniture.
And you use the microphone provided. Michael.
Still has that bandage around his fingers. Is it something you're just keeping tabs on? Do you know?
Yeah, well, it's a finger. Even if he loses it, doesn't really matter. He can still play. He's fine. No worries.
Very quickly, because I've just remembered it. Rodrigo Bentancur said this week he's been playing with a broken toe for last month. Does it just kind of show what a warrior he is?
Yeah, it's broken small toe. You know, he's got 9 others.
It's a great question that I'm not going to answer.
We now know the best bit of slang that she's taught you. Go on, give it to us one more time.
Bish bash bosh.
Yeah.
Ange, happy Easter.
Thank you, mate. I'm Greek Orthodox. Mine's in about a month's time, but appreciate it.
On the deadline day, do you wake up this morning with excitement in your stomach? Do you wake up and look forward to it?
The first thing I do is I check the phone, say, Edu, no news. Okay, so far maybe good news, and that's it, and then let's see what happens.
Is Maddison similar to you in that total immersion?
In nothing, in absolutely zero. Matters has got zero semblance his life to mine. Absolutely none. No.
Your boss is always telling you, you have to ask that. Yeah. Maybe tell your boss that you always get the same answer, so it's a bit boring for the people to listen to these press conferences.
Well, it's like you tell your players what to do, so my boss tells me what to do, so if your players don't do what you ask them to do.
But I hope I give them better tips than the ones you get then.
No, I know you want me to give them all the cuddle, mate. I know you're always concerned about our players, but I just don't have the time. You know, I just don't have the time. There's 25 beautiful souls in my dressing room, and I just don't have the time to get around them. It's football.
Charlotte. What is it, a drip?
Yeah.
If I knew, I will solve all the problems of this club. Even this, the.
Do you think I'll be sitting in front of you at the age of 73? And what does it say about him?
You at 73? That would make me what? About 100. I doubt that's going to happen, mate. Not even in your world.
You and then Raman.
Would you have taken this position that we've got?
You're no Steve Clark. I'm Steve Clark. You're getting confused.
What did I say? Sorry.
Has he been out?
You'll probably seen that Sweden have rejected VAR coming into their league, and you've always been very clear in your thoughts on VAR.
I'm moving there.
Do you think, is that right?
On Match of the Day, they obviously analysed the set pieces, and one of the interesting parts was Martin Odegaard and his socks. Was there any truth in that at all, where he's pulled his socks?
I'm not going to tell you that.
A proportion of your fans won't want you to win this game. How do you feel about that and the potential atmosphere it might create?
A proportion of our fans. What does that mean?
Difficult to say.
What proportion?
Difficult to say how many.
Really? What, 50%? 20%? 1%? Just give me a rough estimate in your mind.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
We'll find out.
So let's answer a question that we don't know the answer to.
The fans are singing, it's beginning to look a slot like Christmas. What do you experience from this? Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Didn't know?
No.
To quote Monty Python, I'm just a naughty little boy.
What are the chances of Martinelli playing tomorrow?
Percentage you want? There are options.
And sorry, and about.
Sorry to disappoint you.
With the Europa League one especially, it seems to be more difficult, various permutations. Is that something that kind of plays on your mind slightly now in terms of which players you can bring in, which you need to keep, or is it something you just think, I'll deal with that when I cross it?
I think you spend a far more time trying to work that out than I do, mate.
A word on Enzo Maresca. They're calling him Diet Pep. What do you make of that nickname, and have you spoken to him and offered any advice since he got the Chelsea job?
like you, but not quite you.
It's for the her. He used language that he shouldn't, and he was abusive, and if I hear that, I don't care who it is, I'll deal with it. So, but he's more than welcome to come back next time and take his seat up and express his opinions. If he swears, if he's abusive, he'll cop the same treatment from me again.
Maybe Mo knows more about the 115 acquisitions that are done, so he expects them not to be in the Premier League next season.
I think it's because it's unusual that we see a manager who...
Saying something true?
No. Not, well...
Yeah, somebody said, yeah.
I don't know, I never thought a player kick them and elbow him and make a silly tackle and get sent off, so I don't know.
Does that apply to you when you're on the touchline as well?
In what sense? I've been good, very good recently, I think.
You alright, Ange?
I'm good, bud.
How are we looking, team news?
We're looking...
Not me.
Yeah.
What's wrong with being a
Oh, I'm a manager. My life is better than yours, so... so that's why I want to be manager, I don't want to be journalist. Absolutely.
How come you don't have to use the dark arts in inverted commas?
You're making it sound as if it's good versus evil, like, you know, Batman versus whoever, I don't know. I don't know my superheroes that well.
One of the three I didn't deserve, but I told what I said back then, which was for Tony. He was like, okay, that's a word we don't use that much over here.
Because if instead of going to Dubai, I would have given a week off and you see the team in Las Vegas for 1 week, smashing the night. We come back the following week and we lose 2 games in a row. I'm in my house, I'm sacked.
I've had the Busby Babes and the Fergie Fledglings, those 4 teenagers, Ange's Angels.
Oh, no. You got to do better than that, mate. No chance.
Do you think people like your football team?
I don't know. If I was a racehorse and I'm not, it'd be one with blinkers, mate, just looking at the finish line.
Bruce to finish, please.
I think that's right. I don't even know about horse racing. I talk about stuff I don't know about. Anyway, go on, sorry.
Mikel, I just asked you about the incident at the Edmonton Chenko and wife. Was that basically obviously unhappy?
I love it. I love it because they demand each other more and they are not happy the way they concede that and they are just trying to resolve it and it was a bit heated, but that means that it's not enough.
Or the translator made a mistake or you made a mistake, but I worked for Feyenoord and not for PSV, but...
Sorry for the mistake, it was mine.
Oh, it was yours, okay.
No, don't throw it. I don't see any athletic prowess between both of you there, mate. So.
Cheers, Ange.
That's all right. I'm allowed a couple of sledges, mate.
You just want to hug him. You just want to hug him all day and be next to him. He's always smiling. It's always positive, you know. The way he looks after people and how humble he is just adorable.
Ange, that was great entertainment. Again, is the priority over the last 3 games, though, going to be winning ahead of artistic merit and just making sure that you finish above that dotted line?
No. Why not? Why can't it just be entertaining, mate? Isn't that why we all come?
Did you say the players are allowed some beers?
Sorry?
Some beers. Did you say that the players are allowed some beers?
Beers?
Beers.
Beers?
Yeah.
Can.
You just answered that question before.
No. I said beers? I don't
You
remember.
you were hungover.
Me hungover.
Oh, see, you're the...
Me.
Gabriel Jesus celebrated his goal by the pregnancy thing. Kai Havertz has done the same today because his partner's pregnant, and I hear that Martin Odegaard's wife is pregnant as well. Is there anything you need to tell us about what you're doing?
Merry Christmas, have a great one for you and your families. Thank you so much.
Go watch Celtic play. Go watch Yokohama Marinos play. Go watch Brisbane Roar play. Go watch the Socceroos play, mate. You'll see that I would love to be a right winger in my team, mate. I would score bags of goals.
They used at Feyenoord that it takes an hour, so that's why they keep on asking questions.
They felt like they needed to give me feedback, so I thought I'd get close enough for them to be able to make sure they were heard. Maybe people thought it wasn't the right thing to do. My wife certainly didn't. So I got some feedback there as well.
A friend in football
Who's as close to the club?
You're not gonna get the name. We can try.
Like I say, I'm pulling kids out of school. I literally am, you know. I'm getting notes from their teachers saying, you know, young Lucas has missed another day of school, you know. So,
What are you going to do tonight? You want to come with me? Have a look. Yeah?
I'll drop the Prime Minister.
oh yeah, oh mate, come on. Yeah. I mean, how many times that you know he has an election, whatever, I don't know, every years. I have one every weekend, mate.
Do you think miracles can happen? Do you believe in them generally?
In miracles? Yes.
And,
After the game, he's with Fraser. I don't know if you've seen it, but he says it's my fault, mate.
Did he say mate?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, so, there you go. I'm having an influence then. Good stuff. There you go. Yeah.
Looking back, were you nervous that day? What were you thinking at that point?
Probably terrified.
But it was a joke. I repeat, it was a joke.
I will stand on the highest ground, die a noble death, believing in what I believe.